So Peter was the gunman, the toy gunman. By the way, nobody has live ammunition there. Don't be fooled. That big gun that Peter carries, it's a pellet gun. You know what, guys? It's a pellet gun, and that one that he always puts on his waist, that 9 mm, that's actually Bongani's toy gun. It's a toy gun. It's a pellet gun. It uses like those steel marble. Look, that's what Peter is using. The man himself, this boy, he doesn't have a gun. And I remember one day when we were organizing the Carnival City gig, um, I was they have two cars, so or three cars. So I had the van. I was running around because I had to move stuff to Carnival City. So I had the van. So I remember the event was the next day. So the night before, I had to take the car back. This was around, I think, 3 a.m. And I had driven from Carnival City with George Pelembe. So when we got to I dropped George first. Then I'm driving to the house to drop off the car because I was using his car. It couldn't sleep at my like at my place. So I decided, let me just go drop. When I got there, I called him. He was not picking up. I'm calling Peter. Peter is sleeping. Gudan is sleeping because this guy's Zbusiso was staying there as well with him. They were all staying there with this boy.
Yeah.
I'm calling everybody and nobody's picking up. So there's an alarm system. So I triggered the alarm and then the guy woke up. When he came down, you know what he had? I'll never forget. He was wearing pajamas. And you know how loose the pajama top is? You can literally see through. So he opened for me. And then I got in. When I got there, he had like a baby shoe. You know, I think it was the son's shoe. He put it here. That was supposed to be a gun. And he was like, "Ish, you know what, son? I was watching you the whole time while I was upstairs." And what, like, the boy's sick, man. The boy's sick. He had a baby shoe here on his waist. And that was supposed to be a gun. And he doesn't need anybody for security. And
tell me about the property of the church. I think I have a document here which says that.
Yeah, no, everything is being leased.
Okay, this is the
Burger King. Yeah.
Church. It would belong
and
to him.
we went while we were back in the Val. We went to Burger King. We went to Checkers with Marshall. Marshall and I went there because we wanted to find out what's happening. How does one get to franchise Checkers and all that? That's when we got to find out, Nehman, this guy's been lying to us, our Papa, the whole time. Because Papa is rich, you see. And remember, you're not allowed to question Papa and you can't question Papa. So that's just how it is. You're not allowed to have an opinion because everything is prophetic. Whatever he says, whatever comes out of here, it's prophetic. So you can never oppose it or ever go against it. So whatever he says, that's the final word. But because we started having doubts, we decided, you know what, let's just go and find out what's really happened. And, you know, boys being boys, we went there and just to find out, it's just that I can't say the guy's name. We know the guy that's still in charge of those places, those two places, it being the Burger King and the ShopRite Checkers. So Miz is living in his own world, like he lives in his own bubble where everything is just made up. He's sick, like nothing is normal, and he uses God. He uses God, like everything for him is just God. If you don't know him, if it annoys, like if I were to meet him one-on-one like this, I would punch him. I swear I would punch him. That's how sick he makes me. I would punch him for all the lies, the way he manipulated me personally for my side. For 4 years. For 4 years, I had to be on standby for 4 years. I would leave everything for 4 years for him.
You'd call me around 2 o'clock from your house to go to his house.
Dude, I would go home at 3 o'clock in the morning and he'll tell you, son, you need to be here at 7. Yo, you get home, you just bath and sleep. The morning you can't wake up because you were just running. By the way, Buddha can attest now, Miss doesn't feed you food. There's no food for you. You can't even make tea in that house. The two other girls that live in that house, when they make food, they take trays of food and put under the bed. I remember I was looking for a charger. And the other girl called Boninga. Boninga told me, go to my bedroom. She was carrying the baby. She's like, go to my bedroom and take. When I got there, I just saw food on the side where the charger was. It was under the bed like this. Peter himself, I know he's watching. Peter used to steal sugar. 1 kg of sugar is not even 20 bucks. But the boy didn't have. He didn't have, but tea bags was luxury. 5 Roses tea bags is luxury. But he goes around and tells everybody, my team is never hungry. And you know, at that time, you can't say anything because Papa is talking. The boys in there, like, they're in prison. They're in prison. They don't. I remember there were days where Peter and Gudani wouldn't even have lotion or roll on. Like, they wouldn't bath, but you'll just come to church. And everything was normal. Every morning when I go to that house, I had to buy food every Sunday morning before the service. I would pass by BP and buy food for Peter and sometimes Buddha when he was there. But Buddha would leave early and go to Forgeville sometime. So I would buy food, a loaf or magwinya, or I would buy chicken and pap, like anything they're selling at BP in Fanda. The ladies at BP in Vanderbilt Park, they can attest, they know that Mr. Waldo every Sunday buys food from us.
That guy's
they know, because the last time I went there, they're like, you don't come anymore. I told them, because I don't go to that church anymore. I don't buy your food because there's nobody to buy food for. I was buying grocery, food. I was buying lotion. I was buying roll-on. I was buying underwear for Peter because Peter didn't have underwear. Peter, you need to fucking come out of that place. You need to come back to your senses, boy. It's not right. It's not normal. I bought him underwears. You know, I would go. I have an online shop. I sell stuff. When I bring my stuff in, when I bring my stock in, I would take like an underwear too and give it to the boy because I live with him.
Nice.
When he changes in the morning after taking a bath, I'm there looking, and there's nothing to put on. He wears one tight, and I'm like, guys, this is not it. He wore one shoe for 2 years. One shoe for 2 years, and it was out.
Yeah.
That's true.
The only thing that Miss bought for that boy, it was shoes from Markham's. You know those cheap ones for 400 bucks? And the guy's always running around. The boy used to be buff. You see, Gift will attest. Peter used to be, if you see his pictures before he joined that cult and look at him now, you'd swear it's a different person, because when Peter joined in, he used to be masculine and buff. But now he's skinny. Like, even he's like Ashley Grace size now. He lost it all. I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't eat. There's no food. The dogs of that house sees a doctor. They go for surgery. I remember one dog broke its claw. It went for surgery. And at that time, Peter doesn't have food to eat. He doesn't. Gudani is always leaving the house because he's being sent around, and Gudani has all of Mzwake's cards. He has all of Miss cards. Gudani would swipe for himself. And obviously it was between him and Mzwake. Because Gudani knows everything. He's the one that is in charge of everything. If there's a girl involved, Gudani pays for the guest house. He buys the condoms. He's the one that puts the condoms there and tell his friend, listen, what is there? This is there. Rough Rider. This is there. Look, Bongani knows. Bongani knows. We left the house so many nights. And we'll go and park somewhere, and Papa will tell us, I'll be back, sons. Just relax here. I need to go pray. I'm going to my prayer mountain. But you see this prayer mountain, I'm not going to take you there because you are not ready yet. Just go to Nando's and see what you buy. Just go to McDonald's and see what you can have. That's the life. And he's busy there shagging the girls. He's busy. And these girls are all the daughters. He doesn't go out. He doesn't go to the streets. Like, when you are being shagged in there, you need to connect. You need to come to church, or you must be from another person. Look, this thing is like a circle. It's a ring. You heard what that lady said earlier on. It answers a lot of questions that were raised last week. Because now the ladies got something happening with the boy. So she's having this sexual relationship with the guy, and then later on she gets a message from London saying, I see you taking good care of my son. I'm coming to South Africa. I want you to do the same to me. What does that tell you about this? What does it tell you? Doesn't it answer your questions from last week to say this? It's possible, you know. You can make things for somebody to happen, because Mugai looks like you are failing. You understand?
Yeah,
it's bad, Solomon.
Just in case you missed that interview, you know, I had an interview with Mzwake's former side chick. You know, earlier I had an interview with her, with Miss side chick. So a lot of this condom thing, the Rough Riders thing, and Hubert Angel trying to sleep with her, you know, because Mzwake slept with her and told Hubert Angel, this girl is this, like, so Hubert Angel now got in touch with her, inboxed her and said, look, I heard you took care of my son. You know, when I come to Joburg, you know, when I come to South Africa, you have to take care of me too. So that's how they roll. They pass girls around, you know. So if you want to check out that interview, please check it out on my YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple, on my YouTube channel, and also make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I was gonna come to you, Kibotile, just to talk about how girls are lured into all this. But I see a Judge is here. Judge, are you in the car? Is that really your car, or you because I don't trust you guys, like, to make sure you're fully yeah. How are you, Judge?
No, Mr. Solomon, I'm very well. I'm in my car actually. I had to stop in a garage because I'm far away from my place now.
Okay. But I'll give you just 2 minutes to say something, because this is kind of like your last opportunity. Next week, 8 p.m. on Thursday, we're gonna try to have the victims. So some of you guys are victims. We want the victims to come out. People that have lost money, people that have been raped, abused, all that. You know, I got a guy who lost about 1 million rand. He was supposed to be studying to be a medical doctor in Cuba. He totally threw that away, you know, and he got into Forex because Mzwake wanted, and he made money, and he lost about 1 million rand to miss. So it's sad. But George.
Yes, Mr. Solomon. Actually, I was listening when while I'm driving, because I saw you posting something about Botswana one-on-one and Zambia, I think. Because I was with Mzwake in Botswana from that time. I was with him in Botswana from the 1st of October until month end. We were staying in the same hotel in Botswana.